What if I told you Voyager 1 had detected something truly bizarre in the depths of space?
Roll program is in on time. Vehicle response is normal.
And I don't mean a mysterious rock or planet. No, sir. I'm talking about 500 unknown objects zooming right past it. Objects that have left experts scratching their heads.
4.5 billion years ago, our planet collided with another celestial body.
Are they just debris, some sort of alien tech, or perhaps something even weirder? Prepare to be shocked as I reveal everything you need to know about these mysterious objects. Number 27. Cosmic Alarm. Voyager 1 has yet again found something so bizarre that even NASA doesn't know what to make of it. It recently picked up strange signals of 500 unknown objects passing near it.
Voyager 1 was specifically tasked with conducting close-up studies of Jupiter and Saturn, their moons, and their magnetic environments.
Now, before you get too excited, let's clear something up. These objects aren't exactly some sort of a UFO school flying in formation or something. And although that sounds very cool, you have to realize how these could be anything. It's possible the objects are just some natural space debris floating around in space, or perhaps even some sort of a massive cosmic shower. The possibilities are endless, and while the finding may not exactly signal aliens, it still might be an entirely new phenomenon we've never discovered. But how did Voyager 1 even detect these? I mean, 500 objects all at once? Voyager isn't exactly hooked up with the latest equipment. Well, that's true, but it's still equipped with an array of sensors designed to study everything around it. Whether those are cosmic rays, magnetic fields, or plasma waves, Voyager 1 was way ahead of its time, and the fact that something triggered its instruments to such a degree is leaving everyone back home puzzled. What makes this even crazier is how Voyager 1 is 14.7 billion miles away from Earth. That's so far that the signal takes over 21 hours to reach us. It's super amazing how Voyager 1 is still out there, uncovering the mysteries of the cosmos after 46 years. Number 26. The mighty Voyager. Let's take a moment to appreciate the mighty Voyager 1. Can you believe this little spacecraft was launched back in 1977? Yep, it's been out there in space for 4 decades. While it wasn't even supposed to last for 2, it was part of NASA's Voyager program, along with its twin, Voyager 2. And trust me, these spacecraft weren't on a mission to uncover the depths of our universe. Their mission was simple: explore planets farther out, like Jupiter and Saturn. But Voyager 1 wasn't about to stop there. Oh no, it kept going and going, becoming the first spacecraft to officially enter interstellar space back in 2012. It broke straight through the solar system's boundary, also known as the heliopause. And in case you don't know what that is, allow me to explain. It's like leaving the warm bubble of our sun's influence and entering the cold, uncharted territory of the scary yet magnificent interstellar space. But yeah, despite being a tiny spacecraft weighing around 1,600 pounds, the Voyager 1 has carried out some of the most groundbreaking discoveries ever in human history. Number 25. The Golden Disk. Here's a crazy fact about the Voyager. Did you know it isn't just a spacecraft? It's also a message in a bottle. I don't know if you've heard of it or not, but it carries the world-famous Golden Record, a 12-inch gold-plated disc filled with sounds from the Earth. But why? Well, look at it this way. If an intelligent alien civilization ever stumbles upon Voyager 1, they'll get a tiny glimpse of who we are. But what sounds are we talking about here? And why weren't we ever taken into the loop? Don't worry, I think we'll all agree on what was sent out into the unknown. So, for starters, there are greetings in 55 different languages, along with music from Beethoven to Chuck Berry. There are even sounds of a baby crying. So, yeah, the Voyager 1 is much more than just a tiny spacecraft, and the fact that it has again discovered something so revolutionary just adds to its legacy. Number 24. The mysterious objects. Now back to the mystery. What exactly are these 500 objects? Honestly speaking, we have no idea. Like I said before, these objects could be anything, but scientists do have a few theories. Let's break them down. Space dust, or micrometeoroids. Considering how space is packed with these tiny particles, the objects could just be remnants of comets or asteroids. In fact, they could even be debris from a massive collision between celestial bodies. And I know, it kinda sucks how we possibly just received strange signals from something so boring. But I wouldn't lose hope just yet if I were you. While these objects might be remnants, 500 objects moving in a cluster isn't typical behavior for random space dust. So, there's still a chance Voyager 1 just discovered something completely unknown. Jumping on to the next possibility, plasma clouds. Considering how Voyager 1 has detected plasma waves in the past, it's possible these objects are the same thing. Oh, and I think it's important to mention how plasma clouds are literally everywhere in interstellar space. Number 23. Why does Voyager 1 still matter? I'm going to address the elephant in the room. Why is Voyager 1 still such a big deal after all these years? Isn't it old and outdated now? I mean, sure, it's taken it nearly half a century to reach where it is now, but couldn't we just develop something faster, better, and more efficient now? Well, of course, scientists and experts could make a brand new, better developed probe this year if they wanted to, but old or not, the Voyager 1 is still our window to the unknown. Most of our spacecraft operate within the solar system, while Voyager 1 has gone where no probe has gone before. And here's something that blows my mind every single time. Despite being 46 years old, Voyager 1 is still operational. How? It's been running on fumes for years now, and every single year, we hear someone from NASA claim how the power supply is expected to run out in a few days. Believe it or not, now it's expected to last only until 2025, but I'm not even sure if I believe it anymore until it truly goes dark. Number 22. The end of an era. Let's not sugarcoat it though. I'll stick to what I said earlier. Voyager 1 is old. The instruments are near to malfunctioning, and the power that comes from radioactive decay is slowly running out. And here's something you probably didn't know either. Communicating with the Voyager 1 is like trying to fix a 1977 car with today's tool. The technology is just so old that it feels ancient compared to modern standards. You know how I mentioned it takes 21 hours for the signals to come back to Earth? Well, with newer tech, that time could be cut in half. But like I said before, despite all the challenges, Voyager 1 has still exceeded every expectation out there. When it finally shuts down, it's going to be a huge moment for mankind since it'll leave behind such a magnificent legacy. But yeah, Voyager 1 is dying, and it could happen any day now. Number 21. What about the data? While Voyager 1 will die, the data will live, and scientists are doing everything they can to analyze the data and somehow figure out what these objects could be. But I wouldn't get my hopes up just like that. It could be months or even years before we get answers. In a way, that's the beauty of space exploration. You never really know what to expect, and each discovery leads to more questions. And let's not forget how Voyager 1 isn't the only one out there. Its twin, Voyager 2, is also out there somewhere, exploring the edges of interstellar space. And together, these two legendary spacecraft have told us more about the universe than we've ever imagined. And what makes it so much better is how they've done it against all odds. Anyway, let's talk about some other recent mind-blowing scientific discovery. Number 20. JWST finds earliest galaxies. Voyager 1 may be cool and all, but how can we forget about NASA's latest toy, the James Webb Space Telescope? Believe it or not, the JWST recently spotted galaxies from just 300 years after the Big Bang. You do know what that means, right? That's the oldest light we've ever seen, and these aren't anything like your average galaxies. They're way bigger and brighter than scientists thought possible for such an early era. Let me put things into perspective for you. That's almost like finding skyscrapers in the Stone Age. The discovery is reshaping our fundamental understanding of how the universe's first stars and galaxies formed. Number 19. Planet with metallic clouds. Astronomers might have just stumbled upon the craziest exoplanet yet. It's called WASP-121b and has clouds made out of metals like titanium. You heard that right, actual clouds made of metal. It's located about 850 light-years away and is so hot that the metals vaporize into gas. And what that basically means is it rains molten iron and other metals on this planet, making it one of the weirdest and most extreme places in the universe. The WASP 121b is a hot Jupiter as well, meaning it's a gas giant orbiting its star so closely that its atmosphere is being ripped away. That's a metal storm. Number 18. Water on moon. Confirmed. What if I told you there's water on the moon's surface? And I'm not talking about the dark side of the moon either. There's even water in the sunlit areas. Using NASA's SOFIA telescope, astronomers found tiny amounts of water trapped in the lunar soil of the moon. Believe it or not, this could be a game changer for future moon missions. Astronauts basically have a source now, and they could possibly use it for drinking water, oxygen, or maybe even rocket fuel. Oh, and by the way, this is huge for NASA's Artemis program. If the water source is big enough, establishing a permanent human presence on the moon might just be possible. Number 17. Black hole burps out star. Talk about a cosmic horror story, folks. I mean, I had no idea black holes burp out fragments. The event, known as AT 2018 highs, happened 10 years back as a massive black hole shredded a star. But since black holes are quick eaters and swallow their snacks in very little time, they end up burping out some fragments. And while the AT 2018 highs event happened 10 years back, the black hole is still burping out fragments of that star today. This event is important because it shows experts how we literally have no idea how black holes digest matter. Every time we think we're onto something, black holes surprise us with a brand new phenomenon. Number 16. Reversing spin. While this isn't a legit study, the fact that it's still out there is kind of terrifying. What is this scary study though? Well, it suggests that the Earth's core might have stopped spinning and could even be reversing in direction. And don't worry before you start freaking out. This doesn't mean apocalyptic disasters like in movies, but it might just explain the tiny changes in the Earth's magnetic field and day length. Scientists still aren't entirely sure what's happening, but just like that crazy star-burping black hole, it just goes to show you how we don't even fully understand our own planet yet. Number 15. Cosmic boom reveals black hole. Ever heard of GRB 22109A, the largest, most powerful explosion ever recorded in our universe? Astronomers spotted a gamma ray burst 2.4 billion years away, and believe it or not, it's the biggest burst ever detected. But what caused it? Only the most baddest and dangerous things in our universe: black holes. Some huge stars apparently collapsed into black holes, leading to the brightest, largest, and most violent explosion in the universe. Oh, on a side note, did you know the explosion is also known as BOAT, brightest of all time? That's pretty cool. Number 14. Marsquakes. Who would have thought Mars is geologically active? NASA's Perseverance rover detected the bizarre event now known as a Marsquake. You do realize how this means Mars isn't just a frozen desert, right? It's alive, much like our own planet, with subtle movements beneath its surface. Studying these quakes will also help us understand Mars's internal structure, including its crust, mantle, and core. The largest Marsquake was 4.6 magnitude, recorded back in October 2022. And you're probably wondering, just 4.6 magnitude? I mean, the Earth has been hit with some really strong and disastrous quakes. This is nothing. Well, since Mars doesn't have the same tectonic plates as Earth, this quake is alarming. It actually caused vibrations throughout the planet for 6 whole hours. Damn. Number 13. Largest comet ever found. Get ready, people. There's going to be yet another scare as an object from space enters our atmosphere. The comet Bernardinelli-Bernstein is the largest comet ever recorded, with a nucleus 85 miles wide. It's estimated to be at least 1,000 times bigger than the average comet, weighing a mind-blowing 500 trillion tons. Believe it or not, when astronomers first spotted it, they thought it was a dwarf planet racing towards our solar system. It's expected to fly through our solar system sometime in 2031, and the closest it'll get to our Earth is about 1 billion miles. And here's a crazy fact. Did you know it's been falling towards the sun for nearly 1 million years now? Number 12. Zombie stars emit mysterious radio signals. Hold up, aren't dead stars supposed to be dead? also called magnetars, dead stars were recently caught emitting strange radio signals. These ultra-dense neutron stars have intense magnetic fields and occasionally release some of the most devastating energy bursts ever. And you know all those mysterious high-energy signals we're detecting coming from space? Well, it's possible this discovery might just explain those fast radio bursts we previously thought to be coming from an unknown source. But yeah, magnetars are super cool. They're like cosmic zombies, dead but still shooting out signals. Number 11, Venus is geologically active. Data from NASA's Magellan spacecraft shockingly suggests that Venus might still have active volcanoes. Scientists spotted evidence of recent lava flow, indicating that much like Earth and Mars, Venus is also geologically alive. On a side note, while Mars doesn't have active volcanoes, it's still alive because of that recent quake. But yeah, this discovery is huge otherwise, because it makes Venus the only planet in our solar system besides Earth to have a similar geological makeup. NASA has even decided to launch a dedicated craft sometime next year under the Veritas program to track volcano activity on Venus. Number 10, Gaia BH1. This isn't exactly a new discovery, but I still want to talk about it mainly because it's terrifying. So Gaia BH1 is the closest known black hole to Earth, located about 1,600 light-years away from the Ophiuchus constellation. And did I tell you it's a dormant black hole? You can take a sigh of relief. It's not actively consuming or emitting anything right now, which makes it much harder to detect. Scientists discovered it after observing its gravitational effects on a nearby star. But here's the interesting or scary part. This discovery basically suggests that there could be an unlimited number of these dormant black holes nearby, quietly lurking around in the Milky Way. I sure hope they don't decide to wake up someday. Number 9, a second Earth. Proxima Centauri b is an exoplanet orbiting Proxima Centauri, the closest star to our solar system, at 4.2 light-years away. The rocky planet is nearly the size of the Earth and lies in the star's habitable zone. That implies that the temperature might just allow liquid water to exist, making it a prime target for future exploration. But obviously, there's a catch. Proxima Centauri is a red dwarf, known for emitting intense radiation and solar flares. This radiation could strip the planet's atmosphere at any given time, making it inhabitable. Let me make it simple for you. Proxima Centauri b is super close and has a lot of similarities to Earth, but it could blow up at any given time thanks to its star. How tragic. Number 8, rogue planets. Did you know we also have cosmic drifters in our universe? Yep, they're known as rogue planets and aren't gravitationally bound to any star. And 1 or 2 planets I get, but a group of Earth-sized rogue planets wandering the galaxy alone? That's crazy. These mysterious objects were probably formed in the same star group, but were possibly ejected due to gravitational interactions or even a collision. There's no other way to put this, but rogue planets are pretty much the loners of our universe. But what's interesting is that there could be thousands of these loners out there, just floating endlessly in space. Oh, and they're also very cold and dark since they have no stars. Number 7, Milky Way's supermassive black hole eruption. Alright, so this isn't a recent discovery or anything. It actually happened about 200 years ago when Sagittarius A, the supermassive black hole at the center of our galaxy, had a massive outburst. Researchers first found evidence of this eruption in gas clouds near the galactic center that can still be seen, glowing faintly today. But what's the point of telling you all this? Well, remember when I was talking about dormant black holes? Sagittarius A was once a dormant black hole. So, are all those undetectable dormant black holes just floating around us? They could wake up any second and decide to cause havoc. And in case you're wondering what wakes up a black hole, it happens when nearby material, like a star or even gas, gets pulled in, making it active again. Number 6, Einstein ring. We're back with the James Webb Telescope again, people. It recently captured an image of an Einstein ring, an almost perfect circle of light created by gravitational lensing. This usually happens when a massive object, like a galaxy or black hole, bends and magnifies light from a more distant object behind it. Why is it called the Einstein ring? Because it's based on the theory of general relativity. Anyway, these rings provide a natural magnifying glass, making it easier to study distant galaxies. And since you're pretty much seeing things bend because of this lens, it can even offer new insights into all the invisible structures reshaping our universe, including dark matter as well. Number 5. Titan's alien oceans. Titan is one of the most intriguing places in our solar system. Beneath its thick, nitrogen-filled atmosphere, Titan has vast lakes and seas. But these bodies aren't exactly made of water. You heard that right. They're made of liquid methane and ethane on its surface. This was discovered after recent radar and gravity activity revealed vast underground oceans of liquid water mixed with ammonia beneath its icy crust. In case you're confused, there are oceans of liquid methane and ethane on the surface, while the water with ammonia is beneath the crust. Jumping back, while these conditions aren't exactly livable for us, it makes Titan a strong candidate for hosting alien life. NASA's future Dragonfly drone aims to explore Titan's surface and study its potential habitability for humans as well. Number 4. A star is born. Just 1,350 light-years away in the Orion Nebula, the James Webb Space Telescope is witnessing history as it captured high-res images showing young stars emerging from dense clouds of gas and dust. You can see jets of gas being ejected from the newborn stars and protoplanetary disks where planets usually form. In simple words, we are literally seeing stars being born out of thin air. Well, not air, but gas and cosmic dust. Anyway, the more we study this phenomenon, the closer we get to understanding the life cycle of stars, including the formation of our own sun. Number 3. Hidden glaciers. Now I get why Elon is so interested in Mars. Volcanoes, quakes, trapped carbon dioxide, and hidden glaciers. You do know that means Mars once had a wetter, more temperate climate, right? The icy water reserves were found near the planet's equator and could just be the most pivotal discovery when it comes to colonizing Mars. These glaciers would provide water for drinking and farming as humans strive to establish a colony on Mars. And in a way, it also raises questions about Mars' geological history. Is it possible the planet once had microbial life? I can't believe I'm saying this, but Mars is starting to look like a solid location for long-term human settlement. Number 2. A new ring system. I swear ring systems are so cool. They're one of the most interesting and visually stunning things in all of the universe. And scientists have just discovered a new ring system that has everyone talking. Quaoar, a dwarf planet in the Kuiper Belt, has rings unlike those of Saturn and Jupiter. The rings are located farther out than expected, beyond what's known as the Roche limit. What's the Roche limit? Don't worry, I got you covered. It's like the invisible line that keeps the rings in their place. And if the rings go beyond that limit, they'll just break free. Or at least that's what should theoretically happen. But it doesn't, not with the Quaoar rings. Pretty cool, since it changes everything we once knew about ring systems. Number 1. Clearest image ever of a black hole. This has to be the greatest discovery made in recent years. It's an updated, sharper, clearer image of the black hole at the center of the Messier 87 galaxy, also known as M87. It was captured by the Event Horizon Telescope, and while the original image taken back in 2019 revealed the shadowy silhouette of the black hole, the newer version takes our understanding to the next level. The 2024 image offers crazy clarity, allowing us to see even the intricate magnetic fields swirling around the black hole. And you have to realize how the EHT isn't a single telescope or something. It's actually a global network of observatories spanning several continents. Years of data had to be combined using advanced algorithms, and only then were scientists able to refine their observations to reveal this magnificent picture of a black hole. Anyway, that's it from my side, folks. So, what do you think? Did Voyager 1 really discover something new, or is this just another case of space junk? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more interesting videos in the future. Thanks for watching and see you next time.